Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how you can watch US Netflix anywhere in the world without using a VPN. Yes, you can unlock the full US Netflix library from anywhere in the world with something called Smart DNS technology. Works in a kind of a similar way to VPNs, but it's much easier to install and it has no impact on your network connection. So if you want to bypass geo restrictions and say hello to unlimited streaming, let me tell you about Smart DNS. And the great thing is, you can try this technology I'm going to just show you now completely free of charge. Now, it's not one of these stupid free trials that you have to put your card in and then you can't cancel it or anything like that. This is a completely free trial of Smart DNS. It's in the description below in the link. It's completely free. You don't have to put your credit card in, and you can try it for 14 days and then just let it expire. There's no nasty gotcha with this at all. So give it a go if you fancy trying US Netflix, or indeed tens of thousands of other media sites that it unlocks as well. But I'm going to focus on Netflix for now. Okay, so what is Smart DNS and why do I use it and lots of other people for Netflix? Well, first of all, Smart DNS kind of hides your connection and reroutes your some of your traffic, but it only does location checking traffic. So when you go to Netflix, it'll just hide the bits that are showing where you are. And that means it doesn't hide, doesn't slow your connection down. So you can, if you've got an internet connection that's okay-ish, you'll be able to stream in HD and 4K without buffering. There is also no encryption overhead. Now, I should warn you that Smart DNS does not encrypt your connection, doesn't give you any security or privacy. It's there to bypass geo-blocks. That's all it does on media sites. Smart DNS only works on sites that it's configured in the central panel. But there's no encryption overhead as well. So it also works seamlessly on smart TVs, Apple TVs, Xbox, PlayStations, Roku, iOS. There are some caveats to this with certain devices that I'll mention in a minute, but generally it worked pretty well. It's cost effective because you're not routing all gigabytes of traffic across it when you're streaming videos. It's cheaper, so you can get a huge 2, 3, 4 year subscription for absolute peanuts. Check it out anyway. Check the free one out first. VPNs are not a lot of money, and you can get the best VPNs like NordVPN, which I've also got a description link in the description below as well. For not much money, but if you don't want the security aspects of it, Smart DNS is cheaper. Okay, let me just show you Smart DNS working quickly. So, first of all, let's just show you what country I'm in. I'm in the UK at the moment, so I would normally get UK Netflix. So hopefully you can see this little mappy geo detection thing. As noticed, I'm in the UK. I can go and I can watch BBC iPlayer without problems. It works for me. Strictly Come Dancing. There we go. Because I'm in the UK and I've got a UK IP address. And it works perfectly. Okay. Let's skip that and stop it and close it. I'm just showing you I'm in the UK. But if I go to Netflix, I have got Smart DNS enabled. And I am watching the US catalogue for Netflix. Now, it's not easy to check, but the MC collection is only on US Netflix, I think. So all the great sort of AMC stuff is on there, Walking Dead and the sort of spin-offs with Daryl Dixon. 28 years later, I'm a big zombie movie fan, and that's on there. It's not on any other Netflix, I think. And if you scroll down, you should see, Martian. I love that film. That's gone from UK Netflix. I watch that nearly once every 2 or 3 months. I don't know why. But let me just show you some here where here it'll say best US and best films in the US, which just shows you, there we go, top 10 films in the US today, top 10 series in the US today. That changes depending on what catalogue you're on. So if I was watching the UK catalogue, I get top films in the UK. So that's Smart DNS working. Great. So how does it work? Well, it's dead easy, really. Let me show you. You just have to let's step by step. Okay, let's select provider. I've suggested a provider below. I'm using Smart DNS Proxy, which works great for Netflix address, and you can configure that on your dashboard if you sign up for an account. This is the real step. This is all you have to do. Configure the device DNS. Now, it's a fancy way of saying you just need to change your DNS servers. Now, you can do this really on your device is the easiest. You can do it on your router, and it'll affect everything in your house. I'll do a separate video for that. This is a little bit more advanced, but basically you just have to change the DNS server address. Now, Smart DNS will give you the server. There's loads all over the world. You pick the ones nearest to you. Let me just show you. Here are the Smart DNS servers. So basically, you've got to find one that's relatively near to you and grab the address, copy and paste it, write it down on a piece of paper, whatever. And then you have to apply it onto your device. Now, for instance, on my LG TV, I would go and find the Wi-Fi settings for my TV and set it up there, put it in DNS server. And that's all there is to it. Now, if I want to do it on my computer or laptop, I just need to go to network connections. A little bit fiddlier, but it's not that fiddly. And go to my Wi-Fi, go to properties, and you basically, all this is explained in the Smart DNS manuals. There's like a step-by-step guides. And this is Internet Protocol version 2, so it's TCP/IP version 4. You need to go into properties there and whack in whichever your DNS server is there. So looks a little bit techie, but basically takes 30 seconds. You might need to reboot your PC or laptop. Now, remember that setting to put it on laptop and TV, because I will mention one caveat about putting it on games consoles and TVs and stuff like that. That might happen to you. Anyway, basically, so you change that with the US Netflix DNS address, basically, and apply it. Restart your device, and then when you go to US Netflix, you'll get this US version. As long as you've configured it to use US Netflix. It's just basically a drop-down button. And that's all there is to it. It's literally, I've done it several times, so I can do it in about 30 seconds, but really takes a couple of minutes. So just summarize again why Smart DNS is easier. There's no speed loss. So if your connection is super fast, and most VPNs, to be fair, the decent ones, don't impact your speed that much. But if you're on the edge of being able to stream and it buffers slightly, any little lag or difference in speed can make a big difference. You get nothing with Smart DNS because it only sends a few packets of information when it's connecting to the device. It's just hiding your location. It's still going to a proxy, but there's only a very small amount of information. Most of it goes direct to your PC from the Netflix server or wherever you're accessing. Effortless setup. I hope I've showed you that it's quite easy to set up. A multi-device support. I will mention the caveat in a second, but you should be able to, anywhere where you can change your DNS settings, you should be able to get this working. So consoles, TVs and stuff like that. It works well. It doesn't get blocked as much as VPNs in my experience. I've only used Smart DNS proxy for the last 4 or 5 years. They were one of the first to use this technology and implement it. There are other ones now, but I'm not sure if they work that way. US Netflix was notorious for blocking VPNs and Smart DNS, so you would have to double check on those. And try that trial. Just see if I'm lying. Have a look, see if it works. You can start watching US Netflix in an hour, in 10 minutes even. It's very easy to use. And that's all there is to it. Now, my caveat. I did mention TVs. Let me just show you that. That's my... So on my LG TV, I can go in and change the DNS server, fine. However, the TV also has country settings, so it's basically a UK setting. TV, so there may be some location settings on your device that say it's based in the US, UK, Germany, China, wherever. You might have to change that. If you get a problem and it's not working, it'll be that. So you need to go and change your location settings. If you don't want to do that, I would suggest just using your laptop, getting a simple HDMI cable and connecting it to your TV works brilliantly. If your laptop hasn't got a HDMI cable, get one of these big boys. Just Type-C to HDMI adapter and plug it in. You don't get those local DNS locked settings on PCs and laptops, but you might get them on media streamers and TVs and stuff like that. So just a little tip for you anyway. Okay, that's all there is for now. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope it's been useful. Come and join me watching US Netflix. Okay, thanks for now. Bye-bye.